Here we are, City Hall. Uh-oh. Please pardon our appearance. We're sprucing up for spring. The ice skating rink at City Hall, gone. Barely played Let's Watch People Fall this winter. And it is March 2nd. March 2nd, and the ice skating rink is gone. Wow. Going for a scoot. And today, it's going to go going around Center City, Philadelphia, seeing how we are preparing for spring. 19 days away till spring. Just letting everybody know. Oh, does that mean our Blair Witch Project deer are going away? Man, it feels like all this stuff just got set up recently. Every year our City Hall does the same thing. It has an ice skating rink, and then it throws up these creepy things. I call them the Blair Witch Project deer. Kind of remind me of that movie. Yeah, it's just like a scary thing in the woods. And in 2020, during the pandemic, they didn't take down the Blair Witch Project deer. So we had them up for the summer. And I don't even know. I think they're just made of moss and I don't know. I don't know what it is. And so yeah, this will probably all... As a matter of fact, I know for a fact this will all be going away. And they're going to have like a water fountain here. Maybe. I could be wrong. Don't be writing book reports. I just mapped out my next tour, March 19th, 2023. I will be doing my next walking history tour of Center City, Philadelphia. This is Octavius Cotto. This is a new statue. Well, no, I mean newish. It's about 5 years old. Octavius Cotto was a guy fought for the rights for African American men to get the right to vote. I think he also played a big part in getting African American men to support the Union Army. He was like, "Yeah, listen, you gotta help these guys because the other guys, they don't like us too much." And he tried to get people to sign up for the Union Army. He tried to get African American men, I think it was just men at the time, the right to vote. I guess that would be in the 1860s, yeah. So, and then on election day, and like in the 18 whatever, he was assassinated, killed by a gunman. Here's a little statue. If you would walk by this 100 times and maybe not pay attention to it because it's so small, there was a gigantic skyscraper that stood on this block, and it burned for a long time. The fire in the skyscraper burned for, I think, 24 hours. Matter of fact, if you watch any of those 9/11 conspiracy photos or videos, they always use, I think it's the Meridian Bank. They always use the Meridian Bank building as an example of steel not melting. It was a high-rise building, started on the 14th floor, burned for a few days. 3 firemen lost their lives. That's why there's 3 helmets that we were looking at. And, yeah. It's about 4:30 in the afternoon. The work day is getting over. A lot of people getting out of the office. A little hustle and bustle. I used to walk down this street. I used to have a job where I worked on Chestnut Street. I helped a company sell suits, and I would deliver suits. And I would walk down here every day. It was a little like an hour from now. I would just walk down here, and I remember the street We're talking 5 years ago, 2019. It's 4 years ago. It was so crowded it would be so crowded on these streets. Like, there's no way I would be able to ride the scooter. There he is. Getting it done. Wow, look at this car. Wow. Oh, it has dollar bills as the back of windows. Oh my God. Oh, that's so funny. That guy can't see out the back of his window. Oh, that's hilarious because he has dollar bill. Oh my God. God, I hate people. There you go. Uh-oh. There you go. It's always an odd spot. Those are Jehovah's Witnesses standing there, and they always stand there. They've been there for, like, that's the spot where they stand. I don't know how they. Every store on this lower level of this mall is closed. That guy just looked at me and said stuff, and I heard none of it. But yeah, everything in this whole strip is all closed. And then there's a new bookstore opening right here, coming this spring. Go for John Collins Park. I love this park. It's a great park in the summertime. It's a good spot to eat lunch if you're in Center City. This was a really bad street pavement-wise. They just repaved this street recently. This was one of the worst streets. I guess when they got rid of the old street, they got rid of the piss smell, because it used to really smell like piss back here. This is the old Midtown restaurant diner. I think that they were having bad business. They weren't doing well, and then the pandemic happened, and that was like the nail in the coffin. Smells good though. They were a good spot. I used to work matter of fact, I'll show you where I used to work. I used to work at this store right here, Boyd's. And we would get a half hour for lunch. And man, a half hour for lunch, really, it just isn't enough time. Because you got to call in your order. So you usually call in your order on lunch, before you go on lunch. And then when your sandwich is ready, then you go pick it up. But then sometimes it's not ready. You got to wait 10 minutes at the diner to get your sandwich. Yeah, so that's Boyd's right there. And that is the parking lot for Boyd's. And that parking lot is worth, if that store didn't have that parking lot, if Boyd's didn't have that parking lot, that store wouldn't do any business. And that parking lot's probably worth millions of dollars. Here's a new concert venue opening up in the city of Philadelphia. It's called the Bankroll. It's supposed to be, my mom sent me a nice I respect the grind, I respect the process. We are closed for a private event. We look forward to seeing you. Huh. Look at that. It has like a little roll out the red carpet. The grand opening party is tonight. Oh. Damn. They didn't invite me.
Excuse
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm talking to myself. Oh, good there. So it's supposed to be a concert venue with, like it's a tiny spot, but big names are going to play there. I don't have an example. I didn't see it. My mom sent me an article. My mom's so sweet. She'll do that from time to time. She'll see a story like about a supermarket opening. Like, whenever there's news in Philadelphia, she'll send it my way. It's the sweetest thing. And yeah, so that's the bankroll. That's going to be. I'm excited to check it out. The Philadelphia Flower Show is in Philadelphia this weekend, and I'm going to be going there next week. I'm excited. I've never been to the Flower Show. They actually invited me. So how about that? How about the Flower Show thinking of me, but not bankroll? Although why would they? You know. All right. Say hi to my friend Nick. If you're into vinyl records, may I suggest this record store up here? It's called Long in the Tooth. Big selection. They got the hip hop. They got the rock and roll. They got the punk rock. They got the jazz. They got the folk. They got comedy. They have reggae. You get it. They got music. They have decorative windows. Look at this. So the guy who owns that store, the guy right there with the Phillies hat, right there, that's my old roommate, Nick. We lived together for a year. And let's go.
Good. She was like head and shoulders better than everyone on the team. Like real fast. I was like, oh, she was good. John McCann.
Let's go, Nick. We'll be done.
We screwed it all up.
Yeah.
I'll see you before you know it. April 6th.
April 6th, opening day. Let's go. Here we are. There it is. Who we got coming up here at Helium? Nick Schwartzen, okay. Greg Fitzsimmons and Kevin Nealon. Get going, get the scoop going. That's always a good time going in there. I love, one of my favorite things to do is when I go to a record store, they call them like Zen moments, where all you do is just focus on the task at hand. Your mind doesn't drift. You don't do anything else. And it's like Zen, being in the moment. And when I rifle through records, man, I can just get in that zone. And here's the thing. I looked through those records for about an hour, and there was only one album I saw that I was like, ooh, I think I want this. But it was $40, and I just... But yeah, I think I'm done. I think my record collection's pretty complete. I saw Beastie Boys' Ill Communication, and I almost bought it. But then I said, some albums sound better on CD. I don't know if that's a good record on vinyl, if you know what I'm saying. Probably not. Unless you collect records, then you understand. All right, so now... what I have to do is go back to Target. I had to park my car in the Target parking lot. You get 2 hours if you shop at the Target. And since I own the #1 stolen car in the city of Philadelphia, I like to park it in parking lots just to limit the chances of it getting broken into. Isn't that fun? Welcome to Philadelphia, where you have to hide your car from the car thieves. Ooh, I almost went down this street. Tour. I do walking history tours, kind of like a meet and greet thing where you guys can come out and meet each other, meet me, take pictures, go around, and then we go for a walk for like an hour and a half, and I'll just show you some stuff. And I think the tour I'm going to do is I'm going to take you guys on the tour that I took Adam the Woo on. I think that might be a fun thing. Not everything me and Adam the Woo saw, but some of the stuff me and Adam the Woo saw, I think it might be cool for you guys to see. Rush hour. This is probably the worst time to be Oh, hello, friend. We're going to try to get in that bike lane. Let's play some Frogger. Come on, you go, I go. There you go, right? And then here it is, the bike lane. They did this thing on Market Street. They moved the parking. Now, if you park, you have to park on the... you got to park on this side of the street because the bike lane. Right? They got the bike lane where the parking spot used to be. Now you're probably like, oh, that's great. Nobody could park in the bike lane. Well, that's not true. As you look ahead of me, there's a jerk off in the bike lane.